Several well-known Democrats are attending this year's National Action Network convention in New York City that includes a potential number of 2028 presidential candidates. Today's speakers include Governors Wes Moore and J.B. Pritzker, as well as Arizona Senator Ruben Gallego. They're participating in so-called fireside chats with the National Action Network's founder, that is, of course, the Reverend Al Sharpton. Let's bring in CBS News Executive Director, White House and Politics Director, Finn Gómez. So, Finn, you're here in New York City. Let's talk about how high the stakes are for the National Action Network conference this year, specifically as it comes to winning over a very crucial voting bloc in the midterms and in 2028.
Yeah, it's black voters, a crucial voting bloc within the Democratic Party, not just, as you mentioned, in 2026, where you see like some of these crucial battleground states like Michigan, like Georgia. Black voters will be incredibly influential. And that's why you are seeing this larger than normal cavalcade of potential 2028 contenders, the largest we've seen so far, Vlad. It's because many in this stage are basically saying it's like a testing the water stage, right, as they strongly consider a potential run. So they come to places like events like this where there is a crucial voting bloc like black voters, and that's the conference here. The larger makeup are political leaders from the black community, and that's why it's so crucial. And that's why so many people, from Josh Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, Andy Beshear, the governor of Kentucky, as you mentioned, Senator Gallego from Arizona, also Senator Mark Kelly from Arizona, and many others are coming here is to get in front of this crucial voting bloc and really try to portray themselves in the best way as they weigh their own presidential runs. Vlad.
Well, Finn, you mentioned Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro there, so I'll pick up on that, rather. He talked about the war with Iran. I just want to play a little clip, and then I'll ask you something on the other side.
Yeah.
This was a war of choice by the President of the United States, a war I did not support, and a war where the President never came to the American people and said, this is our objective, or these are our objectives. And if you don't know why you went in, you sure as heck don't know when it's time to come out or how to get out.
Okay, so it's not a surprise a Democrat would be critical of the president, but do you think any of these potential candidates emerge as a real leader of the party right now? Because it does feel very fractured.
It is very fractured. Great point. And I think right now, many of the folks coming here who are on that short list, if you will, of potential 2028 presidential contenders, they're vying to be that leader, that national leader of the Democratic Party. You really don't see that right now, and I think that's a major question. On those questions, I did ask some people here who gathered what their top issue is, and a lot of folks are still focused on cost of living issues, cost of health care, very important issues, of course. But the war on Iran and the Democratic Party opposition against the war in Iran has risen to be a top issue. It's something to keep an eye on as this continues. Could it affect voters this year during the midterms? Kelly?
All right, Finn, thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it.